Welcome to our fourth and final tip in a series on how to trace the path of your SeeSnake push cable inside a pipe. In previous tips, we've talked about why you might want to do this, how to connect the transmitter to your monitor, and how to trace the path of your cable with your receiver. We've also talked about ways of improving the strength of your signal when the cable's inside a pipe. But what about situations where there's no place to drive in the transmitter's ground stake? Can you still get a signal on the cable? Well, it definitely makes things more difficult, but there are a couple of things you can try, and in this tip we'll show you. Now, you'll always get the best signal transfer by connecting the transmitter to the monitor and to the ground stake. So if you're inside a house or up on a roof and there's no place for the ground stake, find a place. Grab your extension cord and use it to extend your transmitter's lead. Find a patch of dirt where you can drive in the ground stake, and that's going to be your best bet. But if there's just no way that you can set your ground stake, try clamping onto a metal water pipe. Just keep in mind that the signal will travel on the water line as well, and if it runs close to your cable, it could affect your locate. So how do you connect your extension cord? Well, for about $10, you can wire up an adapter. But what if there's no place to set your ground stake and you have plastic water lines? That brings us to the final option, the inductive clamp. The clamp outputs a strong signal, and we can get a portion of that signal to transfer onto the SeeSnake cable. To set this up, make some loops in your system connector cord. Plug the clamp into your transmitter. Turn the transmitter on and set it to 33 kilohertz. Apply the clamp to your cord and make sure that both LEDs are lit. There are two things to be aware of with the clamp. First, it puts out a strong signal, and if you start your locate too close to the clamp, the signal coming from the clamp will be stronger than the signal coming from the cable several feet underground. This is referred to as air coupling. The simple fix? Move away from the clamp. The good news is that rigid receivers warn you when you're air coupled, and we have a video on this, so be sure to check it out. The second thing we've already mentioned, you'll get less signal transfer onto your cable with the clamp versus directly connecting the transmitter's leads. Running some water on the line should help, but the signal will still be smaller and may be more difficult to trace. But if you can't connect the leads, the clamp is a job site hack that could work in a pinch. As always, if you want more information on these tools or how to use them, visit their product pages on rigid.com or stop by the SeeSnake support website.